What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, AJ, and in today's episode, we're gonna be going through month 9 results of my Airbnb. Let's check it out. So before we get into it, I do wanna just point out, I am really sorry for a couple of weeks ago where I actually stopped posting videos for about 2 weeks. I was traveling like crazy. I couldn't make the content that I wanted to make. And so I didn't want to release anything to you guys that was below my standards, and I apologize for that. But I am back. We have a couple of weeks here to film some videos. I'm excited for the content that I'm going to be producing, and I hope that you'll stay with me. If you're excited for the new content and the new videos coming out all around Airbnb, let me know by hitting that like button for me for the YouTube algorithm. It seriously does wonders for me. I am super grateful anytime anybody does it. So remember in my last video, we went over how I was able to double my profit within 1 month. Now, most of that profit came from getting rid of expensive appliances, AKA the propane fireplace, and from trialing a few different things, getting my pricing in line and making sure that my listing was optimized. And if you want to check out that video, feel free to look somewhere around here. I'll be posting a link, but don't click away from this video quite yet. So I'm excited to share with you if I was able to beat that $2,700 profit from last month for month 9. So let's check it out. Let's head on over to my computer and I'll walk you through the numbers, we'll go through the spreadsheet, and we'll see if we were able to do it. So guys, before we get into the actual numbers on my computer, I've actually got a really cool announcement. I have my first video sponsor. I'm still doing it totally free, but anyone who uses my promo code gets this particular service 100% free, and it has everything to do with short-term rentals. So I'm really excited to introduce it to you. So this is a local eyes display, and basically what it is it's this super hard like metal thing that has a QR code on it. And what you do with that is you put that in your Airbnb, and the QR code is basically curated to show local businesses around your Airbnb. So when a guest comes in and they check out, what are those local businesses, those retailers, the best restaurants, the best places to get food, the best places to go buy things, that is going to show up with local businesses in mind. And when guests see this, they're gonna be much more likely to leave you a review because, again, you're supporting local businesses and these are some of the best businesses around. It also eliminates the need for guests to constantly be nagging you about, hey, Alex, where's the best place for me to get macaroni and cheese? Where's the best place for me to find that great burger? It's already on this little stand and it's already in your Airbnb. So it's gonna cut down on the number of requests you're gonna get, or it's just super easy to say to a guest, hey, check out your localized display and you'll get all the information that you need. So how do you get this? The easiest way to get this is to go to localeyes.guide/host and put in my promo code, which is AJ100. Again, when you do that, you don't pay shipping, you don't pay anything. They're basically going to send it directly out to you and you can put it right in your short-term rental and have it ready for guests. So I'm super excited for this. You're getting it totally free. I got it for free. It sounds awesome, right? So go get it while you can. You're gonna love it. Now let's get back to the actual numbers. All right, so let's get into this month. So remember in February, this is the big number that we're looking at. That's that $2,724 in pure profit that I made in February, which is exactly what we're trying to beat this month. Now, as we think about seasonality, we're moving from January to February to March. Now, within the area that I'm in, which is in the northern Georgia mountains, really the time that you really want to have an Airbnb is when we move closer to the May, June, July, August, September period. That's where things really start to get interesting. You can charge a lot more per night. So we're slowly moving out of what I would consider the slow season into kind of that hot season where we're gonna get a lot of bookings. We're gonna be able to make a lot more profit, but we're super excited about this February number. So in order to get to that number, let's first start with our expenses. We're gonna skip the cleaning and maintenance expenses for starters, and we're gonna move down from there. So the internet that I pay each and every month is $60.65. The garbage that I pay each and every month is $37.50. Now remember, last month I took out my propane gas fireplace, which means I am no longer paying gas because I don't use gas for anything else in the cabin. So that goes to zero, which makes me very happy because remember, in January I was paying almost $360 in just gas for that one appliance. Now let's move to our electricity, which was $147.37. So it actually went down last month, which was fantastic. Our software continued to remain the same, and then our mortgage is the same each and every month. And one of the great things about this month is I had no extra expenses. I didn't have guests breaking anything. I didn't have to replace light bulbs. I didn't have to last minute order anything for my guests. So this actually is going to stay at zero. So now let's bring this back to our cleaning expenses. Our cleaning expenses, we basically had 11 turnovers, and that was $1,080 that I paid to my cleaner. So this brings our total expenses to $2,556.26. Now, if we look over to our different expenses for the 2 months previous, my expenses continue to go down. I'm not paying that almost $400 for gas. I'm paying less in, kind of those other expenses. So this is looking to be a very good month. So let's dive into that revenue that I have for this particular property on this particular month. Now, this is our booked earnings for 2022. You can see that I'm booked basically a month ahead of time. Right now, we are in April, so we're looking at that March time period and trying to figure out how much did I actually make in March. So if we click on that select month and we drill down to March, we are going to see that my total revenue was $4,908. So now if we take that number and we compare it to what our total revenue was for the month of January, we're higher than the month of January, but we aren't as high in revenue as we were in February. So we had that $4,908 even, which we're going to plug in here. And this is what we love to see. We love to see things in the green, meaning that we've paid off of our mortgage, we've paid off all of our expenses, and all that this is pure profit. So in this case, it was $2,351.74 of pure profit. So not as great as February, but honestly, I am super excited about this number because again, this is $957.49 more than what my goal profit was for this property. Meaning that if my goal profit was to have this, that would basically give me a 60% return. And the fact that each month this year I am exceeding that, $1,300, I am super, super excited because it means that my cash on cash return is even higher than that 60% that I was looking for when I originally bought the property. So I'm super excited for these results. Let's head back to my camera and I'll talk to you a little bit more about this. So you guys, month 9 was another fantastic month. I am super excited about the results. Again, I went from making about $1,400 to making $2,700 to making $2,300. I am super excited just about the increase. It means that I'm gonna pay off that almost $28,000 investment that I made almost a year ago super, super quickly. It's gonna make sure that I can have that money back to invest in other properties and expand this business as much as I possibly can. And of course, I'm going to take you along for the journey. And that includes other rentals that I am currently trying to get under contract, get moving on. So I'm excited to share those with you as soon as I possibly can. I don't wanna share anything quite yet until things are actually on the books. One other thing that I'd like to call out is if you're interested in jumping on a call, walking through a deal, understanding a certain market, let's jump on a call. I left my email in the description. If you want any of my guides or you want any of my spreadsheets, feel free to message me there. And that email is ajhustlesyt, short for YouTube, @gmail.com. And if you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Thanks again so much for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I think YouTube actually really wants you to watch this video.